Cindy Birkeland here from cindybirkeland.com, and let's get straight into it today. I want to talk to you about being a professional when it comes to your retirement, and what does it look like to be a professional when it comes to your retirement. So most professionals will have a coach. I always say that Tiger Woods, we know he was probably the best golfer ever in the world. And at the time, at the top of his game, he had a coach. And there was nobody on the planet that was better than him when it came to golf. But he had a coach that could see things that he couldn't. And that's what really helped to get Tiger Woods over the edge and into the next level. So let's talk about having a money coach. So what does it look like to really, really take this thing to the end and retire well? I want to go over 7 steps to retiring well instead of by the skin of your teeth. So the first thing I would say is, number 1, to have a plan. Do you have a plan for retirement? We know that people that have a plan when planning their retirement are 3 times more likely to be successful than those that don't. Number 2, do you know how to maximize your Social Security benefits? Do we know when is the right time to take the benefits? Do we wait? Do we take them right out of the gate? How does this work? Number 3, consider a hybrid retirement. What does that look like? Well, we're finding now a lot of people actually retired too early. Of course, we want to get to the finish line and get retired. But guys, we're living a lot longer than we used to. When Social Security first came out, I think the average age that the average person died was maybe 67. Today, we're living well into our 80s and 90s. So if we retire right at 62, you could have 25 to 30 years that your money's got to take you. So we have to have a hybrid retirement set up these days. Number 4 would be protect your savings against inflation. I am constantly talking about inflation. This year we have a record high in inflation. How do you protect your savings from that? Number 5 is secure guaranteed lifetime income. And again, these are the types of things that I have in my arsenal. I am constantly hounding about making sure that in retirement we have a set income that we can be guaranteed. Okay? And number 6 is make a plan for long-term care. What if you get really, really sick and cannot take care of yourself? You can't clothe yourself or bathe yourself or feed yourself. There has to be a plan for long-term care. Let's think of all the people now that are getting Alzheimer's and all these issues. It's hard to imagine something like that happening, but there's got to be a plan for it just in case. Number 7 is using your home equity wisely. What does that look like? Are you using it at all? I mean, we have all of these things in our arsenal. We've got to make sure we're using them the right way. And that is really about, when we talk about guaranteed lifetime income, when we talk about home equity, this is about turning your assets into income. And when we're not working anymore, income has to come from somewhere. So I want to go back to, let's look at how things used to be when it came to retirement. In 1983, the bulk of clients' money was coming from pension. Next level up was Social Security, and then the very little bit of it was coming from their nest egg. Well, guys, today, from 2013 on, pensions are kind of a thing of the past. So it's kind of tipped the pyramid, and now a very small amount of people have pensions. The middle amount comes from Social Security, and the most of it's got to come from your nest egg. So how are we going to take the money that you have right now and turn it into income? If you're worried about this or haven't even thought about it, get a hold of me at cindybirkeland.com and let's have a conversation.